So as I defended against the Greek guy Alexander the Great, um, I had a short period of peace, and I thought if I now just turtle and try to build up, I would lose my momentum. You even saw before I lost the Machu Picchu, and I actually also lost Notre Dame, another world wonder. I reloaded, so, and pushed a bit of my production so I could save Notre Dame. But I mean, the other civilizations clearly got stronger, and what you just saw here in the bottom is that I just built, so to say, my last settler, because now I don't have any more land to expand, and now I have to find something else to do. Like I said, standing around and turtling, probably not a good idea. So I had a really bad feeling at this moment, and I didn't feel safe at all. I mean, at the moment it seemed like I was the strongest one for a pretty long time, but out of a sudden Elizabeth got the lead in the scoreboard, and now I got curious what's going on. And as you see here, I opened the statistics, and you can see she has double my population. She has a lead basically in every field. She has more approval. She has a better literacy. And I was really shocked because my rank in literacy was really bad. So I was really thinking, what's going on? I mean, I did everything perfect. I didn't lose any soldiers. I have a really small army. I have perfect cities. Still, Elizabeth has like double the landmass of me, double the population, and even though I do everything, I think, perfectly, she's still better. So I got really scared, and I really thought, oh my god, I can't waste any more time. So what you see me doing here right now is, um, out of a panic, I pulled all all my units back, and I thought, okay, now I am not allowed to waste any time. I need to push. I need to keep going, and uh, a valid move would be to go for Florence. Florence, you see here, it's a channel city, so if I would conquer it, I would have an entrance into my inner landmass, so I could um, sail down this little river, actually quite nice, and just in general. Um, I mean, you can expect as soon as the peace treaty with Greek is over, the Greek guy will attack me, and most probably Florence will align with him and turn against me. So I think marching versus Florence is at the moment really the best move to do. So also you have to consider, you see, the settler I was just mentioning, pretty much the last spot I can get in a natural way of expanding. After that I can't get any more landmass, so I have to win a war somewhere. And in this level of difficulty I pretty much can't move, and with my current technologies I can't win a war anywhere. But the city-states are kinda doable, pretty hard also, because you see they have like six or seven units. He has already a wall, a big town, big city with 11 population, and yeah, but still I thought it would be doable. And even if I would not conquer the city of Florence, I could still get some experience for my crossbowmen, so that they would hopefully all get +1 range, so the really good upgrade very fast, so that I would have a better chance when combating Alexander after the peace treaty would be over. Now, what you might have noticed also is that I adapted my plan just by a little bit. By this I mean I changed the technology tree, because I wanted to have some military boats, some ships. Just took me like 10 turns to go for the ships. It's the same with the archers. I think you need some really strong, um, experienced units. Especially if you look at the map now, I've pretty much found all the landmass which is relevant for me. I think actually it's North America because I'm playing on the Earth map. Not sure yet. I'm really bad in geography. I think it's North America. So I'm sitting in the US, probably attacking New York right now. I don't know. I'm so bad in geography. Please don't mind. No, I think of course the archers are really nice now against Alexander. Um, but aside from Alexander, I have no one on my continent. So the real battles against England or whoever will get strong later on. For those I will need a huge armada, a huge ship fleet, and if you build the ship fleet later on, it will get hard to get experience. So right now I really want to create some warships so that I can already start with the process of gathering some experience, and hopefully before the big battles will begin, they will already have um, like plus one range or stuff like that. Now what you see going on um, a couple of tiles under Florence, there is a crossbowman and he already has the range upgrade. So you see he can attack Florence and Florence can't attack back. So that's really awesome. So he just stands there, attacks. Every time he attacks he gets additional experience. So he pretty much can farm up even more. He can get even more experience, and there is actually also a second grade upgrade, which is a double attack, and if you have a unit with increased range and double attack, you just have a monster. But as you see, even though I destroyed nearly all the units of Florence, killing the or breaking down the defense of the city really takes a long time. You see, I attack it, it takes nearly no damage, every turn it repairs itself, so it's really a long process. I really don't want to show you all of this, so I want to make a small jump here until we're a bit more progressed. And since I don't know what to talk about else, I would say we just jump a bit forward into the future. Okay, so now here you see, here are my battleships, my galleasses, and even with the help of the galleasses and all my archers now, there is a second one with a range upgrade. I still have problems capturing Florence. It's so hard to capture the city without any really siege units, but it's going on well. But finally, and here was just a second cut, I managed to conquer the city. Now I could choose between annexing the city or making it a puppet. I choose to annex it, and annexing it increases the amount of resistance from the city. So you have to build a courtroom before the city calms down a bit. So at the moment, as you can see, my whole civilization is not really happy, it's unhappy. You see it in the top left corner, there's this small unhappy orange smiley. So, but after a couple of turns after I finish the courtroom, my civilization will be happy again, so it's not a huge problem. In the meantime, in my capital, throughout the last 20 turns of war with Florence, I finished the Leaning Tower of Pisa in my capital, and I also pretty much progressed in the process of creating the Globe Theater in Krakow. If if I remember right, I also finished Krakow in. I also finished the Globe Theater, but those are two, well, pretty weak world wonders, I would say. The Leaning Tower of Pisa gives a free greater personality, so I chose a great scientist. By the way, Alexander just declared war on me. But to finish what I wanted to say, so I created a great scientist and I pushed technology, so now I'm already in the industrialization age. Now, declaring war from Alexander was not surprising for me. I mean, I bullied his city-state Florence, which was an ally of him, and I guess he just waited for the peace treaty to be over to attack me. So I just hoped that I could finish Florence before the peace treaty ended, which was successful. And when I saw his first units crossing my border, even before he declared war, I knew what he was up to. And it was perfect timing because my units were now free, so I could move them over very fast. So here's also the thing you see. Jerusalem is also one of his allies. So if he declares war on me, all his city-states are declaring war on me as well. So yeah, it's pretty annoying. So by getting rid of Florence, I weakened him also. Now you see he has piled up a pretty huge army. But since I have so many units with range upgrade, with double attack and very combat experienced in general, I'm not really afraid that he might really overthrow my capital. So that's basically not a thing which will happen, even if his army looks pretty impressive, I have to say. Another thing which was much more worrying, and you didn't most probably see it before, is that England had just declared war on China, and as you can see in the scoreboard, it seems like China is losing, so England is basically swallowing China. It's stealing its cities, so England is getting stronger and stronger. And if you remember, I showed the statistics before, even before I captured Florence and when I was rank 1, England had doubled the population of myself. So now, since the second or the strongest civilization is swallowing the second strongest civilization, I mean aside from me, England will get a monster. It will become a superpower. It's like if you think if America would have won versus Russia during the Cold War, they would be the world leaders. Of course, if Russia would have won, and hypothetically they would have enslaved America, they pretty much would be the world leaders right now, and they would be such a strong world power that no one else could have even gave them any opposition. I mean, right now we have China, but at that time, no way they could have had a chance versus a united Russia plus America. So actually, that's my fear right now, that England becomes too strong. And if you look into the scoreboard, England has surpassed me now. This means they have conquered some of the cities of China, most probably even the capital of China. I'm not sure if there was a notification for it. Yeah, but that's the big struggle now. So while England is getting stronger and stronger, I have to defend against this annoying Alexander. But anyways, as you can see, it's pretty easy to defend against him. So I jumped to a little event which was going on, which was the World Congress. So our English lady decided, and all the other world leaders decided, that we would have a little challenge. I think it's called a World Fair or something like that. and so over the next 90 turns or 100 turns, um, we have to build something, we have to invest production, and the guy who invests the most production gets really great prizes. But I don't really like that this happened, because I think I won't have any chance to actually win this, because yeah, England is just so much stronger already now. You see, she really pushed forward in the scoreboard. Now I made a huge jump. As you can see, industrialization is nearly completed now. And what you saw here is I bought 2 additional galleasses, 2 warboats. So now I have 4 of those warboats, and I decided that I may not waste any more time and declare war on Jerusalem. So in comparison to Florence, taking Jerusalem was not that hard. So I show you the combat of the couple of next turns. So I just sent my warships. They bombarded the city. There was nothing to defend, not even an archer within the city, so it was really easy to take it. And yeah, as you can see, the city goes down very fast. I also sent some of my archer with the high range and the double attack, so really easy to do. But what I didn't expect was the aftermath of taking Jerusalem, because as you will see in a second, there were some problems and something which I didn't expect, at least not that early in the game. Because if you attack city-states, other civilizations might proclaim or yeah, think that you are a warmonger. So here you see I conquered the city, and now something really bad happens, something I really don't like, and something which could have cost me the game at this point. And here you go, here you see it. The strongest enemy, the strongest civilization in the game, and now she has really a lot more score than me in really a short time. She declared war on me, and if this wasn't enough, also Austria declared war on me. At any point, at any moment, Alexander will also declare war on me, and I think all the other civilizations don't play a role anymore in this game. So right now you can pretty much say it's me versus the rest of the world, and I don't think it will change anywhere soon, so this game is pretty much GG, and I have to fight everyone from now on.